Experts are paying close attention to how the pandemic has impacted reports of child abuse.
With the onset of COVID, we saw the number of cases referred for child abuse evaluations drop pretty dramatically.
Jenny Gilmore-Robinson is with CARES Northwest, an advocacy group that serves children at the center of child abuse investigations. Gilmore-Robinson says reports of child abuse plummeted at the start of the pandemic when kids began online learning. Mandatory reporters of abuse, like teachers and coaches, were separated from students and couldn't look for signs of maltreatment. But experts knew the abuse didn't stop.
I know of no one in the child welfare field that believes that abuse has decreased.
And so
that's echoed by Washington County District Attorney Kevin Barton.
Child abuse reports dropped significantly by about 50% here in Washington County, but we all knew that child abuse itself was not dropping.
Take a look at this data from the Oregon Department of Human Services, or DHS. It shows the number of calls to the Oregon Child Abuse Hotline. Before the pandemic, in April of 2019, the hotline received more than 600 calls. Just 1 year later, when schools shut down, the number of calls dropped to half that amount. Then, in September of 2021, with students back in schools and around mandatory reporters, calls started to go back up.
So we're still about 18 to 20% behind where we would normally be for this point in the year pre-COVID.
But we found that mandatory reporters still have a challenge getting through to the state's hotline. Many are sitting on hold, waiting to report suspected abuse. We even received an email from a frustrated teacher. She wrote, "I'm a mandatory reporter in Oregon. I called DHS today to report suspected child abuse. I was waiting in a queue of 30 people. People can't be expected to wait on hold for an hour or more to report child abuse." District Attorney Barton has heard similar stories.
I have heard that there are wait times that DHS has been working on to reduce. I don't know where they stand now in terms of where those wait times are, but anecdotally I've heard that there have been long wait times for callers.
We checked with DHS. The agency would not make anyone available for an interview, but did acknowledge a significant increase in calls and an increase in wait times. DHS provided this data showing wait times for the hotline. Before the pandemic, most callers sat on hold less than 15 minutes. At the start of online learning, average wait times dropped below 1 minute. Then, in the fall of 2021, you can see that number shoot up. In December, the average wait time was 30 minutes. But DHS says not all calls merit an investigation. Officials tell us that in 2021, 75% of calls did not result in an assigned allegation of abuse or neglect. Oftentimes, mandatory reporters call because a child is in crisis, but not necessarily being abused. DHS also cited staffing issues as another factor in long wait times for callers. The agency says it has only about 66% of total positions answering phones at any given time.
And so the reality is this is a fixable problem if there are long wait times. We need more people and we need more resources so that this can be prioritized and it can be the most important thing.
All right, so Ashley, we know what the issue is. DHS acknowledges that there is a problem with these wait times. So what's being done about it?
Well, Brittany, there's a couple things. So the agency says it's first of all trying to hire more people and also improve recruitment efforts for the staff it does have. But a big priority is really educating mandatory reporters between the difference between child abuse and then just families who need support where there is no child safety issue at hand.
Oh, such an important issue. I'm really glad you're bringing this to light. Thanks, Ashley.